Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's presentation on deflation, a topic that is often misunderstood and yet so critical in shaping our future. In the next few minutes, we will explore what deflation is, why it matters, and how it can lead to a more abundant future. Deflation is a term that is often associated with negative economic forces. However, as we will see today, it can also be a force for good, leading to increased productivity, lower costs, and greater innovation. So, let's dive in and discover the exciting world of deflation. Deflation is a term used to describe a decrease in the general price level of goods and services in an economy over time. This means that the purchasing power of money increases, as prices become cheaper. While this may sound like a good thing for consumers, it can have negative consequences for the overall economy. One of the main concerns with deflation is that it can lead to a downward spiral of economic activity. As prices fall, consumers may delay purchases in anticipation of even lower prices in the future. This can lead to a decrease in demand for goods and services, which in turn can lead to lower production and employment levels. Additionally, if prices fall too much, businesses may not be able to cover their costs, leading to bankruptcies and further job losses. In his book The Price of Tomorrow, Jeff Booth argues that deflation is the key to an abundant future. He suggests that technology is driving down the cost of goods and services, which should lead to lower prices over time. While this may seem like a negative trend, Booth believes it can actually be a positive force for the economy. Booth points out that inflation has been the norm for much of human history, but it has its downsides. Inflation encourages people to spend money now rather than save it for later, which can lead to a lack of investment in the future. Deflation, on the other hand, encourages people to save money and invest it in productive assets that can generate long-term growth. This can lead to greater innovation, increased productivity, and ultimately, a more abundant future. Inflation is often seen as a positive economic force because it can lead to increased spending and economic growth. However, inflation can also have negative consequences in the long term. As prices rise, consumers may begin to cut back on spending, leading to a decrease in demand for goods and services. This can ultimately lead to a decrease in production and employment, which can have a ripple effect throughout the economy. Additionally, inflation can erode the value of savings and fixed income investments, such as bonds. This can be particularly harmful for retirees who rely on these investments for income. Inflation can also lead to higher interest rates, which can make it more difficult for businesses and individuals to borrow money and invest in the future. Deflation is often viewed as a negative economic force, but it can actually have many benefits. One of the key benefits is increased productivity. When prices decrease, businesses are forced to find ways to produce goods and services more efficiently in order to maintain their profit margins. This often leads to innovation and new technologies that can drive economic growth. Another benefit of deflation is lower costs. As prices fall, consumers are able to purchase more goods and services with the same amount of money. This can lead to increased demand for products and services, which can in turn lead to more job opportunities and economic growth. Finally, deflation can also lead to greater innovation. As businesses are forced to find ways to cut costs and increase productivity, they may come up with new ideas and technologies that can benefit society as a whole. This can lead to a more abundant future where people have access to better products and services at lower costs. In conclusion, deflation is a complex economic force that has both positive and negative impacts on society. While inflation is often viewed as a positive force, it can have long-term negative consequences. On the other hand, deflation can lead to increased productivity, lower costs, and greater innovation. Jeff Booth's book, The Price of Tomorrow, argues that deflation is the key to an abundant future. By understanding the potential benefits of deflation and taking action to create a more abundant future, we can shape a better tomorrow for ourselves and future generations. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and we will catch you on the next one.